Hello, yeah, you're not going to see my face, but I wanted to kind of show you guys how to do a transfer that I do. This is my board. I'm trying to figure out how to do videos, so I'm just going to do a little transfer on this. It's just a backing for one of the packages that I've gotten. So first you're going to want to paint it white, so that's what we're going to do first. This is going to be my transfer when we're done. It doesn't have anything on it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Oh, how I do it. Okay. I'm going to dip in here, and I like the sponsors. And I use Waverly. I know some people have problems with Waverly paint, the chalk paint. I honestly, I haven't had an issue with it. I think it works wonderful. But, you know, you kind of do, I think it coats wonderful. I don't know. Bottles and stuff like that, yeah, you do this and you spounce it on because it goes on a lot easier. And then put it in the oven, cold oven. Turn it to 170. And then when it gets to 170, you're going to want to shut it off. I'm not going to do that with this because it's paper and it's probably gonna burn up. So I won't do that. I'm just going to let this dry. But it is painted. So I don't know. I don't seem to have any problems with Waverly, but you know, I love Dixie Belle though. That is such a good quality paint. I do have a drop cloth in that color and would love more. Okay, so that's gonna dry. I just painted it white with white chalk paint. I'm gonna let it dry. Got the spot there where my finger was at. Okay, and we'll be right back. Alright, so while that's drying, well, it's almost dry. Alright, I'm going to show you the first step that I do. I use this. This is the Super Gloss. It just works for me, so I use it. Alright, so this is what I do. Yep, get big old glob, and I do this, and I just do one way. That one good glob usually does the trick. Yeah, the phone's ringing. I ain't answering it till I'm done. Alright, now we're going to have to go back into dry time because now that's got to dry. So, that is the first layer. Okay, I'm pretty sure this part is dry. Yep, so time for the second coat. Okay. On this, yeah, I just wrapped it in plastic because I'm going to use it a couple times. So the second coat, I did that way first. Something on it. I did that way first, so the second layer I'm going to go this way. Yeah, see, easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Do just a little bit more. I go over the edges because with this being white, I'm going to go over the edges when I do tear this, and I'll show you when it's time. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Layer 2. And now we dry it again. So, it usually takes good, I would say at least, well, every layer is a little bit different, obviously, because it's a thicker. I would say the first layer, about a half an hour. Second layer, I would give it a good 15 minutes, maybe a half an hour each time, so I'll probably come back in about an hour, you know, half hour, 45 minutes, and check it again. So, and I do 3 layers, so we will be right back with the third layer. Alright, we're back for the last coat of this. And I went that way the second time, so this time I'm going to go back this way. Pick that back. This is my third layer, so after this layer I'm going to let it dry. And then I will show you how we add it to the card. And nope, I don't even know what I'm going to make after this. I just kind of want to show you how I do the transfer. So there's my third layer. So it's probably going to be about an hour before it's dry, actually, this time. So we'll be back. Hi, okay, well, this is dry for the most part. It's a little tacky, but it's dry for the most part. Okay, what I do is I kind of just like tear it. Tear it past the paper so you get part of the white. So that way you can, you know, it blends a little bit better. I do it all the way around. Okay. Do it all the way around, so that way. That's why I went up with the glue up over the white. Oops. Sometimes paper don't tear like it's supposed to. Okay, good enough. It's fine like that. Don't even worry about that. Okay, so now, hang on one second. I gotta go grab my brush. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright. So now, this here is what I'm going to do. This is a little bit wider than that, so I'm just kind of going to think of how I want it on there. I definitely want the Paris on there. The Eiffel Tower. So I'm thinking about like that. Well, pretty much the whole middle section right here. So, get your glue again. Well, this one here, you need not even the biggest layer like you had, like I had on them. I'm just putting sparingly on here because you don't want a thick layer of it. So just a thin layer. This is wider than that, but it's going to be okay. Alright, just a thin layer. Let me go put the brush in the water real fast. You having lunch, Bri? Alright, let me find my credit card. I got an old credit card they sent me that I never have credit cards. So, or pay card or whatever it is. I got a pay card, but I don't like it. So. Alright, anyway, now we flip this over. So, my Eiffel Tower is actually going to be on this side. So, we want the Eiffel Tower in there. So I'm going to place it like that, because that's where I want the Eiffel Tower on there. Flatten it out a little bit, okay. Now, this is how I do it. I don't know how anybody else does it, but this is how I do it. Alright, I just take that and push. See, it's getting the... No, wasn't as easy. Okay, it's got a little extra glue there. See it coming out? Kind of let it go to the edges for a second. I try not to hit it with the card so that way I don't get no card on, or ain't no card, get no glue on the back side of this paper. Because if you do, the paper won't come off. So, what's coming out at the bottom, I'm okay with that. I could just clean that up in just a second. So now I'm going to just hit the edges how I do it, and I do it quick. Wipe it off so you don't get it on the paper. And quick again. Okay. That should have worked. Alright. So now let's just do this because I always make a mess on my table, as you can tell. Alright, so now that's on there. I got a little wrinkle there, but that's alright, I guess. So what I'm going to do is, honestly, because it's like that, and it's too big, I'm actually, even right now, it ain't going to make a difference because it's going to dry. I'm just going to take the scissors and I'm just going to trim right around the edge. So that way I just have a good edge. And I know the glue's good there because it's sticking out the side, so... Just making sure it's stuck at the edges there. I'm going to do the same side on this. Right to the edge. Without cutting that cardboard. Actually, I've never made anything on one of these. I started saving these because I've seen videos. And she has a ton of these that she does a bunch of... I can't even remember her name. I subscribe to a lot of them now. Wyatt, please stop moving the table, honey. Anyway, there it is. So now I'm going to let this dry. a lot of dry time. I can't stand dry time. But yeah, this is going to dry, preferably overnight, but honestly, I've done it to where maybe in 2 hours I can you know, do it again, so, or wipe it off the back, because I'm going to wind up getting this wet and wiping this off the back, and then you'll see the picture. But it's got to dry, so I'll be back. Actually, I'm probably, because I don't want to keep my phone on pause, which is what I've been doing, I'm probably going to go ahead and end this video and then just do a short video again on rubbing this off. Okay? Have a good day.